Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Arnell. I am going to make a masterboard today. It's to promote Hazel Annika Designs collaboration for the month. She is doing hashtag masterboard madness, and every day in March she has a channel that will either make a masterboard and maybe create something with it, or just use a masterboard that they already created. And so I love making masterboards. If you've watched my channel, you'll know I love doing that. It's just so much fun using up your little scraps, not throwing it away and making something different from it. I just love it. Anyway, so the videos are up. Day one was Hazel, and she did a beautiful masterboard with the neutral background, and then she added vintage photos. It's just beautiful. I have to do that. And then Brenda, the simple crafter, she has a video up at the moment and she made a fabric masterboard. So I was sitting here and I have this little thing on my desk, a glass bowl with all kinds of little odds and ends. So I thought maybe I'll do that, follow Brenda and make a fabric masterboard today and use some of these scraps. I also brought in my green scraps. I sort my fabric scraps according to color, and like everything that's too small to fold up will go in like different color bins, and then I use it for slow stitch or junk journaling. This little bin here is just the little things that I took out of those bins, and then what's left over after I have created something, I just toss it in there. So those are a collection of very teeny tiny pieces for sure. I'm going to start out by using this beautiful coffee dyed it's like a cardstock. I got Took sent me this in the Happy Mail, Took from Took's craft table. I'll link that video in the description box as well if you want to see the unboxing for that video or follow Took. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to flip it over because I like this part, and then this would be the writing part, because I'm going to make some journaling spots. Don't know if I've mentioned that. And I'm using a little bit of a thicker cardstock just because I feel if the substrate is too thin, if I want to write on it with the fabric on this side, I might press through the paper. Don't know if that's a real concern, but that's what I thought. Anyway, so let's get started with the masterboard. So watch Brenda's video as well as Hazel's video, and you'll be inspired. And let's take that piece. I'm just trying to maybe, like, I don't want maybe that bright or this bright in there, or even this. Let's stick with maybe more muted greens. There's a couple. I don't want everything to look too the same. Let me show you what I'm doing. Maybe that little bit of red would be nice for some color and variation. Let's dig a little deeper. That one has nice texture. I don't need the whole thing. Something darker. Oh, it's a whole strip. Okay, that can work. Maybe something a little different. Oh, this is like a baby wipe that I wiped stuff up with, so we can use that. Oh, and there's a bit of corduroy. That's different too. It's like a really nice thin corduroy, not a thick one that would be too bulky. So maybe that'll be enough for now. So let's put it there. And then just start. And maybe I'll cut it a little smaller. And I am just going to glue it down with a glue stick. I think it should be okay. Next thing, let's make it more like a longer, not a square. Yeah, so go watch Hazel's video. She did a video, I think it was the 28th, like an introduction video. So you can know what's happening and who's participating. She has a lot of participants. Let's make the corduroy. I'm going to put something where the corduroy stops, and this is that baby wipe. Just because I don't want to glue something on top of the corduroy, so I'll glue this one down here. Yes, so if you're doing, you know, when you're doing like mixed media, or you have extra inks and stuff, wipe it up with your baby wipe and keep it. And just let the baby wipe dry, because it gives a different texture again and an interesting, look at that, interesting pattern that you won't normally get. And I want to put something there so the corduroy is kind of on top of everything. I feel like it's getting a little dark. Maybe I need something a little lighter here. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, well, this one will go in here. Yeah, it's okay. Just thinking, should I make it smaller? Maybe don't. The thing about a masterboard, don't overthink it, because you are going to cut it up. So it's all okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to go together. I'm just going to make like a masterboard base with the fabrics, and then cut it up. My day for this challenge is on the 29th. And like I said, there's a lot of crafters, Caroline's Craftery. Now I can't remember. I don't have the schedule in front of me. I should do that, have it here. Let's let that overlap a little bit, so I don't want it to look too square. And I have these, somebody probably cut this for a quilt. That's why they're all so perfectly square and kind of go together as well. Let's do like a, fingers are covered in glue as usual. Let's put that one there. And next, let's try this one. It's a weird fabric. It's a kind of thicker fabric, so yeah, see, it has kind of 2 layers and it doesn't want to tear. I do like the torn edge. Maybe I'll cut some of this away just to make it less thick, because it's only attached to the fabric over there, and those I can use again. Okay, that feels less bulky. So where do I put you? I don't really want anything to overlap with this one either, because it's so bulky. Let's do it over there. gonna put a lot of glue on this one. I could attach these with fabric tack as well, but I just fabric tack sometimes makes everything very stiff, and so I'm not always crazy about fabric tack for that reason. And there's something different. You can go over there. Yes, so that's my thing with fabric tack. And the glue stick actually are just fine for gluing fabric for what we're doing. If you're not going to wash it and you're just gluing it to paper, I think the glue stick is just fine. How about that one over there? Let me just take that away. Let's overlap this one on everything. Maybe I need something, I just feel it's going to feel very heavy and drab. I'm not sure. I need something different. Let's see what's in here. Maybe some beige, so it's not so just green. That makes sense. There's some origami. We can add that even. But I don't really have anything in here that's just like a beige or a coffee dye. Okay, we'll just have to keep going. Let's do this one. I don't know, this one probably came with a package that I bought. There's a little bit of yellow on here. Let's try to add the yellow in here. Okay. What side is the right side? I have no idea. I'm just going to put glue on, and hopefully when I glue it down, it will be, I don't need to iron it. It was very wrinkled. Okay, this one doesn't want to tear. Okay, and this is another great way to use up your scraps. Need a different glue stick. That one's done, or almost done. Okay, let's see what else we have here. I have that one there, but if I put it upside down, it's a totally different feeling. But maybe I need something big and long over there. Let's go in here again. Like these strips. That can work too. I'm just looking for a bigger piece. So that's a nice big piece. That's something different too. Oh, I'm finding more stuff in here. How about that? That will give it a little bit of a lift as well. Okay. How about that? Or that? Maybe I should have dug deeper when I started this. Okay. Whoops. Sorry. Okay. That's not going in. Let's look for something. I'm looking for something that I can cut into a bigger square, so everything's not little. Let's cut it off there. Okay, so we've had a couple of beautiful days. It was chilly there for a while, but I think spring is officially in the air. And like I said yesterday, I can't wait. I'm just ready for summer. How about this? Or this? Should I take a little bit off? Just take a teeny tiny bit off. That little scrap we can use on a tag or something. Like that little one, I will put in this bowl, because like I said, that would be, you can just staple it onto as a tag topper or add it to a little dangle, because it's just the perfect size. Maybe I want it this way. Just want to break that line. It feels like there's a line there. And I do like the frayed edges, so I won't get rid of all the frays. I like it. Adds a little bit of extra texture. If it's really long and it can come off, then maybe. Let's see if we can. I'm thinking, should I add some of the blues in here? Maybe up there. Okay. Maybe I'll add this little piece in there. Let's just straighten it up a little bit. And of course, your pieces do not have to be straight. It's just easier with the fabric, but like with paper, sometimes it's nice to just tear them in irregular shapes and do a masterboard. But in general, I would say I like it more, you know, regular shapes rather than irregular shapes. That's just how my preference, not necessarily, and it's not a rule. You can do honestly whatever you want to. Obviously, it's your masterboard. Now I am looking for something a little lighter again. This is a heavier fabric too, but I think it's okay. Oh, and it will tear. Where do I want it? Maybe here. That little piece. Okay, it doesn't want to tear this way. Tore the other way, but not this way. Maybe I'll put it here. Don't know why, it just feels like. Let's do I just want to get rid of most of the frays, and I don't have to worry about them afterwards. Let's do this one this way. And then another thing here, maybe this. Take a little bit off, and again that will go in the glass bowl on the desk. Those little pieces are sometimes just a little thing that you need on for tag decoration or okay. Let's put this one here. Oh. Sticky fingers. Which way do we want this one? Little green apples. I think I'll just leave those little bit of frays. I do like it. And shall we, maybe we'll do this just like a bright green. See how that looks once I've cut it up. Just something different. Okay, that is not a straight cut at all. It doesn't have to be perfect, but not that bad. Yeah. I do like that fray, so I'm gonna put some glue on that and see if I can glue that down. Whoops. We'll see in a minute if it actually stays, that glued down fray. Just kind of like the look of it. Okay, last little bit. Let's find something. I want to get rid of that white there. That will go in there perfectly. And then we need, oh, excuse me, something like this. I do need to cut it a little smaller. So yes, it's March. Can't believe it's March. I kind of feel like because I went away in January and I had a wonderful time, but because nothing happened at the house in January, kind of feel like I'm a month behind on anything that needs to be done. But I am pretty sure it will be okay. Let's put this little bit. It's interesting. I'm trying to catch up every day as much as possible. On unpacking boxes, on buying things that needs to be replaced, on sending in invoices, keeping up with payments from the insurance company, all of the above. It is a nightmare, honestly. Okay, so let's see. I have some laces in this container. And where was that other little piece? There was an interesting kind of see-through piece that I had here on the desk. Oh, there. I think this was from a shirt my daughter had a couple of years ago. And I'm thinking just adding this will add some texture and interest. Just add some little smaller pieces here and there to make it more interesting. Obviously, we don't want it to be too bulky, because this has to go into a journal. Let's see. Little lace pieces. Oh, there's a little Swiss dot piece. Let's just glue that on there. And this can go over the corduroy to break up that dark green a little bit, because it's not bulky at all. Hoping it'll stick. I say I'll find out as soon as I start working with it if the glue stick is good enough. Let's do a little piece of lace there. Just kind of do it like that. What else? Just do a little piece there on the bottom. And when you decorate, you can obviously add more lace pieces and more, different things. I'm just thinking it's sitting here. Let's do something with it. I'm gonna use my gift card to get that down. And let's add a little bit. Yeah, let's add a little piece there, and then I think that should be enough. Or do we want to do something in a... Oh, I like that. Let's do that. Okay. Sticky fingers. I moved my hand sanitizer. I should just buy a second one, because I have two tables. I have a table where I record, and then I have a table where I sit and do journals and things off camera. And so sometimes I move stuff to the other table and then it's obviously gone. So okay, anyway, this is my masterboard. Let's cut it up. I need a ruler and a pencil, because I cannot cut straight, and I don't think my cutter will cut through the fabric, so I'm going to use a scissors. So let's do this and maybe this, then I'll have a tag as well. And just through the middle. Let's keep it simple. Okay, I'm gonna cut. And the glue is still wet, so ideally I would say wait until the glue is dry before you start cutting. It might just be a little easier. Okay, we'll look at them in a minute. Yeah, so thank you, Hazel, for hosting this. I think it's a brilliant idea. Who doesn't like a masterboard? To see what maybe, other people come up with throughout the month. New ideas. It can only inspire you. I'm going to cut the tag shapes. Well, let's flip them over first. Let's see. So this is one. Let's see. I don't know why. Oh, it's because the fabric is coming over. That's why it's doesn't look straight. But I actually like it on this side, so I think I'm going to leave it. like that. Yeah, and the phrase did glue down pretty much. You can always go and sew around these as well, but because I want to write on the back and I don't want to add an extra layer, I'm not going to sew around them. But I think sewing around them will be interesting as well. This one, same thing, it's not straight, but I do like how it's coming over the edge and not perfect like that. And then this is the tag, so maybe we'll cut the tag shape here. Sorry, my fingers are pretty dirty at the moment with all the glue. This one, I also think I'm gonna do here. Oh, I should have just taken that tag as a template. Anyway, it's done. So yeah, 2 tags, and that one needs a little bit more glue. I'm gonna put it directly on here. And if the lace doesn't stick, I will add some fabric tag to the lace maybe. Okay, 2 little tags, and again it's not straight, but I actually really like it, and I even like this little back thing. It's pretty interesting. So you don't even have to decorate these more because they're so pretty. Thinking if you put you know, tag topper on here, it's done. Even if you add this as your tag topper, so maybe something smaller. I don't have something, but you know, just a label or something even on the top, it would be pretty. Let's see if we can decorate one. This one is very cute. Let's do this one and see how far we get. Okay, because we have to decorate. That's the fun part. Let's see what I have here in this container. This black and white part, but it feels too dark. Little green one, yellow one is cute. This is cute. Maybe even if we add them together, maybe something like that to brighten it up a little bit. That's an option. Too big. Maybe something, just one image. That might be nice on there actually. Okay, maybe we'll do 2. Too bright. Maybe I'll go with the yellow and stick with that, because otherwise, as you know, we'll be here the rest of the day. Okay, so I'm gonna do those. I just wanna, I wish I had, oh, there's a nice, my Tim Holtz. Just want to take that white out of between the little legs. This is a really nice, these scissors, Tim Holtz, because they have these really fine little tips on the front. You get into all of these little pieces. You can also use an X-Acto knife, but that's not something I've mastered yet, but I know there's people out there who use their X-Acto knives like pros. Okay, that looks better. So let's see what we can do with this one. Maybe add, I still have that dictionary page we made the bags with yesterday here on the desk. Attributive. Maybe. How big do I want it? I do want some of the, I don't want to cover all of the fabric. To this side. Okay, I'll take the white off. It's kind of distracting, I think. Something like that. And I have these, sorry for my arm. Maybe I can add this in here. Let me just see if it's like that, maybe. Yes, I do like that. And we can always add, let's add something after. Let's glue this down before I am adding other stuff, and then work with that. Oh, but now I'm covering my, and I'm going to put the glue on this because I want this to kind of be like an edge around that paper, and then move it around while it's still wet. Okay. A little bit of burnishing might be a good idea. I'm also going to add a little bit of art glitter glue in here. Just get the glue unclogged. Okay, it's running. Finally. I just think it doesn't want to glue directly on this fabric here that came from my daughter's shirt. Okay. I'm going to put some little bit of art glitter glue in here. Just feels like it's not gluing on well on the lace. I have a love-hate relationship with art glitter glue. I do like it, but it's just sometimes so hard to get it out of the bottle. And now it's like really coming out. Just hard to have control over how much glue you get on your paper sometimes. Okay, there. Let's add, look at some, I think these were given to me by, oh, I do like that, by, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Now Betty, in a Happy Mail last year. Just taking off that white edge. It was either Betty or it might even have been Took as well. Okay, I think that is cute. I could also, what did I do with my stapler? There it is. Wondering if I want to add a little tab or something on here. Have this ribbon. It's like a plastic ribbon, but it looks like, nope, don't like it. Let's just see quickly. This is a little bit of velvet. Let's do this. Velvet, and I have this embroidery thread sitting here. Why not use that? Let's kind of pull it apart a little bit and go over. It is a little bulky, but you know, sometimes embrace the bulk. Just gives it a little bit of texture and interest. Okay, next one. Let's do this one. And this one, I thought I still have some cheesecloth here, I think. If I add the cheesecloth behind, just cut a piece off here. Just throw it in my container anyway, because I love cheesecloth. And cut that off. The perfect edge, we don't want perfection. Put that back in the container. And I'm just going to pull on it a little bit to fray and not be a perfect shape. And this just kind of mutes the background, but it's still there. We have the birdie there and this behind, maybe. Don't know where this came from, but interesting. Do I want that behind that? Yes. Just kind of wants to ground the birdie a little bit. And maybe, what if I do this? Yeah, I like that. Just, okay. And still have some of these left. I have this up there as a tab. Yeah, okay, let's do that. And then first day of issue, maybe. Okay, let's glue this down and then decide. So I'm gonna use the art glitter glue for this one because the other one didn't glue up, glue as well with just the glue stick because it is a thicker cardstock. Let's see if I got that in there as a tab as well. Okay. And I don't think I'm going to glue down the cheesecloth. I'm going to glue the things down on top of the cheesecloth, and that will keep it stuck there, but then it gives the cheesecloth still some movement. Okay, lift up. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do is put some art glitter glue here, to glue that on top, and this one here, and then flip it over and I'm going to use art glitter glue for this just because there's so many little things and I want the glue to seep through to the cheesecloth and keep the cheesecloth down. Okay. There's my fingers are sticky. need a little bit more glue here. That's not glued down. Okay, so let's see if we want to add this on here as well. First day of issue. Maybe let's get rid of the whites again. Maybe cut some of that away too. And it's a little smaller. Okay. First day of issue. Put it there. Okay, and that's it. So we have these two. Could decorate more. I was thinking this butterfly is sitting there. I might do this butterfly on this one. I might finish it and show it on Instagram and on the Facebook group. If you want to sign up to the Facebook group, it is called Miemie's Keepsakes. Sign up and see what's happening there. I am going to try to add extra things to the group that's not necessarily on YouTube. Maybe add a little bit of small quick videos on there too. Like I say, my days are a little hectic. I have all these plans and they don't always come to being executed, but I'm trying my best. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope go watch Brenda's video as well. Brenda is the Simple Crafter on YouTube. She has a really beautiful masterboard there with fabrics as well. And also go watch Hazel's video from yesterday, her masterboard. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.